Hello, my name is Rebecca Glattbulty, and my address is Charlevoix, Michigan. And I would need an entire hour to go through each and every bad idea why this should be put down, because it certainly is a bad idea all the way around. A lot of misinformation has been shared by MEDA and MEDC. For once, if you would have looked at the MEDC website and taken their package about 2 years ago, they advertised this as vacant property. And if it's vacant property, why are we working on these land transfers? And there's representing over 70 different people, and there's houses all on them, and there's historic farmsteads. And I'm sorry, Ford, because you were misinformed by our state and the MEDC and MEDA. Because Ford, I'm sure, doesn't want to be saying they destroyed historic farmsteads. They destroyed 2,000 acres of environmental land. Oh, it's so nice. I grew up on that farm that you're going to smash down. It's so nice that they gave us, with our taxpayer money, they gave us 245 acres along the river. Well, you know what that amounts to? It's about a little bit more than the length of a football field when you pass. Oh, I rode my horse there. I know the land pretty well. And I'll tell you, what I don't like riding my horse or walking by is a railroad track that adjoins a mega industrial site. Some woman said, yeah, that sounds like a fun place to walk with my family along a railroad track that adjoins a mega industrial site. So Ford was misinformed. People have been saying this has been in the works for 50 years. Well, funny, if it's what's in the works for 50 years, why did my husband and I have to apply for a special use permit to have a little art gallery in the granary on Riverside Farm? Because at the time, we were told that this was not good to have business out there. It might distract from the character of our rural township in 1997. And Dave Bowser was there because I think that was the same year you were applying for your organic farm in that year. So that's what happened in 1997. It wasn't 50 years ago, so it was not quite like it's being presented to the outside world. Well, it only took Ford, giving Ford $1 billion to make them come here. Let's have applause for that. $1 billion to come here. You know, I wouldn't, so they can destroy 2,000 acres of our farmland. It's an industry. It's one of the largest industries in Michigan. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and all that farmland was currently farmed. So it's nice that we picked a good company. By the way, why are they closed down this week for a week? Anyone know? Their EV batteries are on fire. Oh wow, that's a proven technology. They don't know why it's on. They're having problems figuring that one out. That's who I want to be giving $1 billion to. It's a bad week for Ford. It's been a bad week. There's been other things too. Chinese spy balloons and everything else that are going on. So yeah, we talked about the EV batteries, the supply chain, which is not secure. It's not like it's a plentiful. It's in a few countries, a handful of countries, and it's uncertain. One of them is Congo. We're lucky Australia's one. It takes a ton of water to process lithium. Sorry. Lithium, what are we talking about? So lithium. So it takes a ton of water. It's environmentally not friendly. So I'm sorry, but this whole thing about destroying 2,000 acres and all the wildlife within it so we can be green is a bunch of BS. Ford, why don't you put a public transport? If you really care, get rid of half the cars in this world and we might be a better place. Put it on a public transportation. We have $9 billion the state does in extra funds. They can do a light rail system that they had back in 1920. This is ridiculous. So what property taxes are we losing? 70 properties are being changed. So would you say how much property tax is being, I said I needed an hour. We're losing property tax? How many businesses are being forced out? A veterinarian, Summers Tractors, eye doctors, there's a whole bunch of businesses. So unless we're switching around our jobs, we're losing a bunch of jobs, we're losing tax revenue for what? So you can destroy our property, our cultural heritage, all our historic places.
Mr. Chairman, I'll yield 5 minutes of my time to
We're not gonna do that. We want to give some other people a chance to talk. So.
All right, so that's it.
Yeah, we can vote this time.
That's my thing. Put this in a referendum. Mr. Albo, you said you represented us. Okay, you said you were like believing in Alexander Hamilton as a representative government. That works when you're riding a horse to DC and your people aren't in front of you.